perhaps the worst kind of cops are entitled cops who think they can and have the right to do whatever they want. Today, we're looking at footage of cops taking their nonsense too far. So let's go. A cop approached a guy who was walking and accused him of soliciting in the middle of the road. The policeman saw that the guy had something written on a piece of paper, so he decided to take a picture of it so that everyone could see that the guy was disturbing the citizens and putting them in clear danger. The policeman also recorded the guy saying that he wanted to have proof if the guy injured him so it would be known who did it. The real question is, when will cops stop playing victims in encounters where they set themselves up as tyrants? How can police officers feel threatened when he's armed and the citizen he's talking to doesn't have any weapons on him? The guy saw where this conversation with the cop was going and challenged him to write him a ticket if he thought he was doing something wrong. The policeman was convinced that everything was working properly. He told the man that he had no right to demand water and all things from people in the middle of the road and that he would now be fined for that. He even tried to make it sound like he cared about the guy, adding that the middle of the road was dangerous for him.
Yeah, the reason I'm here, sir, is because you're soliciting, okay?
I'm not.
Yeah,
you know I'm not.
Soliciting. There's the paper and everything. Let me take a picture of that.
Then you should give me a ticket. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you to go against my constitutional rights. Name and badge number. Name and badge number.
You're soliciting in the middle of the road.
And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it, police officer of Laredo? What are you going to do about it? You're not going to do nothing. You're not going to do nothing. Go away. Write me a ticket to go away. This is what happens when the tourists go away for the summer. They get desperate and they want money.
TikTok. I want everybody to know TikTok.
You're
ordinance so they can all know. Thank you very much.
Name and badge number. Name and badge number.
All right, here we go.
Name and badge number.
I'm with you, sir.
I failed to identify. My name is Andrew DeSormo.
All right. You're failing to identify when you're doing a violation of the city of Laredo. All right.
Write me a ticket. Name and badge number.
Yeah.
Name and badge number.
I don't have to get a badge. It's right there.
Name and badge number.
Yeah. I'm Officer Rick. What is your name? Because I need to
Andrew DeSormo.
You're being detained for giving you a citation. You're in the middle of the road. I got a picture of your sign saying that you want water and all that stuff. You can always get it someplace else, not in the middle of the road. This is unsafe for you.
What does it say? Can you repeat it?
Yeah,
Can you read it?
I don't have to be. You're in the middle of the road, sir. You're stopping.
Can you read what it says?
Here. Okay.
It doesn't
That's
say I'm
okay.
asking.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't have to ask. You're in the middle of the road. That's in violation because
you're in the middle of the road. You're endangering people.
Okay? You're endangering people.
You're endangering people.
You put me in TikTok, sir.
It does.
Okay?
It does.
Worst of all, the cop didn't know the basic rules of his job. When anyone asks for your name and badge number, you have to identify yourself while on duty. However, he knew very well to ask this guy for his ID. The guy told him that his name was Andrew and he could write that on the ticket that was written to him, but that he didn't have to give him his ID. The cop was offended that someone was questioning his authority, so he threatened the guy that if he didn't give him his ID, he would arrest him.
Because when the tourists go away, this is when you want to play.
You want to? Yeah, I want to play that game. Yeah.
When it's summer and the Canadians go away, this is when you want to play.
Yeah, that's the way you want to
Yeah,
play.
because you don't have any money and your city's going broke.
Well, the thing is that you're in the middle of the road, sir.
No, it doesn't matter. You're going broke.
No, it doesn't matter.
You're going broke.
Okay,
You're going broke.
Okay, so I need to identify so I can take you to the road right now.
Okay, I said Andrew DeSormo. Write it down. You already know who I am.
No, I don't know who you are.
Okay, well, I don't have to give you an ID. I can give you my name.
I can take you to the municipal court. That way you can talk to the judge there. Is that what you want? That we can do that right quick.
I already told you my name.
You haven't told me anything. You said you're ready. I didn't have to.
I said Andrew DeSormo.
Okay.
Okay, now I don't have to give you an ID.
Okay, that's fine.
I know it's fine. I need your permission.
I got a picture.
I don't need your permission.
This cop is the kind of guy who has nightmares about meeting people who know their rights and know how to protect themselves. Only when they come across citizens like this, their authority doesn't count for jack. And it seems that for some, that false authority is everything in life. Not only did he not know that he had to introduce himself when someone asked him, but he didn't even have his badge number on his uniform. He didn't even have a body camera either. All in all, he acted as if he was above the law and as if the rules of conduct didn't apply to him. In the end, it turned out that this guy neither begged nor threatened and harassed any of the citizens. Biblical sayings were written on his paper, and he stopped in the middle of the road to convey his message to the people. It was his way of expressing his freedom of speech, but the cop took this as a guy begging.
Hello, Judge.
I don't need your permission.
That doesn't scare me.
It does scare you.
This is not
or
the
you
first
wouldn't be
time I've
talking to me.
used Okay?
It does scare you. Just
No, it
admit to
doesn't
it.
scare me.
Yes, it does. It gives you nightmares.
No, it doesn't.
Because you would go against the law and be a criminal if I didn't have this on.
No, it doesn't.
You're not. You don't even have you don't even have a body camera.
Citizens of Laredo.
You don't have a body
I
camera.
have a citizens of Laredo. No, I have this rolling. I have this rolling right now.
But your name and badge number is not on your uniform.
It doesn't have to be, sir.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. And I already told you my name, like you said, like you same thing. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. You told me your name. I'm going to tell you mine. I told you one time. It's on recording. Still rolling. Still rolling. And you know what? I'm going to turn this to the city code enforcement. That way
I bet I don't pay a dime.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. We'll talk to the judge and tell him.
How many times have I gotten a citation for soliciting?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
You know,
sir.
500 times since I've been here in 8 years.
I don't know.
And what? How much have I paid? Nothing. Nothing.
TikTok, I want everybody to know about this individual.
We have a tyrant here from Laredo, Texas. He's saying that my sign is asking. It's not asking for anything. It's Bible verses. It's my freedom of speech, my freedom of religion, and my freedom of assembly.
The cop took out his tablet again to snap pictures of the guy. He was overjoyed and looked very confident as he photographed him from different angles, as if he had caught the man in the worst crime ever. He ironically thanked the guy for posing and told him that he would let the whole world know about him. The entitled cop then hurried back to his car, even forgetting to write that famous ticket to the guy. Who knows, maybe he realized that he was wrong and wanted to get away from there as soon as possible. What a classic cop.
He's trying to silence me. We have other people here at the light that can attest to this. When the Winter Texans go away, this is how they want to play.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Right there also. Thank you very much, TikTok. I just want everybody to know about this individual.
Where's my ticket? Hurry up. Hurry up. This is how you treat cops.
When a cop pulled over a man, the situation became tense from the start. The officer was offended that the man didn't want to roll down his window and talk to him as the officer imagined, so he demanded the man's driver's license, ID, and insurance. Of course, the man didn't have to show him or give him any of this because the cop didn't know how to verbalize why he needed this kind of information from the man in the first place. The man still decided to show the cop his ID and insurance, holding them up against the car window so the cop could see them clearly. However, this was not what the cop had imagined. He wanted the man to roll down the car window and hand over all the documents, as if it wasn't enough that the guy showed him the documents even though he didn't have to.
Sir, I need your license, registration, proof of insurance. Pennsylvania State Police. Everything's being recorded at all times.
Oh no! Pennsylvania criminals! Yay! What do you want? You tailgate me like that again, you're gonna cause an accident.
Okay, you should be cutting cars off. I was trying to.
I wasn't cutting cars off. I have it all on film.
Okay,
See you in court.
Camera as well.
See you in court.
Like I said, everything's being recorded at all times.
See you in court. So you don't need to touch these. I'm just going to show them to you.
I need your.
Oh no, that you better know the law if you're going to enforce it.
I need your license, registration, and proof of insurance. Give me your license, registration. I need your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You do not need to touch them. You just look at them.
I need your license, registration, and proof of insurance.
They're right there.
All three of these documents in my hands.
They're right there.
I need my documents in my hand, sir.
You want to push this?
I need all 3 of these.
The law states all I have to do is show them to you. Okay? Call a bunch of backup, coward.
Sir, I need your license, registration, proof of insurance.
Shh, call backup. Call your supervisor.
I need your license.
Call. What's your name? What's your name and badge number?
I need your license. It'll be all.
They're right
here. Give me them. I need them.
Why?
I need to bring it back to
the
my
law
car.
states all I have to do is show them to you.
Sir, I need your license, registration, proof of insurance. Bring it back to my car.
Why are you trying to get into my car?
Sir, I need your license.
Why are you trying to get into my car?
Insurance, please, sir.
Why are you trying to get into my car?
I'm not getting your car. I need your.
Why did you try to get into my
Your
car?
license, registration, and proof of insurance.
Why did you try to get into my car?
Sir, I need your license, because I can't see your hands when I first moved.
What are you?
The cop took things way too far when he tried to open the man's door and get into his car. Fortunately, the man's car was locked, but the cop's desire to endanger a citizen in this way is chilling. The cop realized how wrong he was and that he was caught by the guy, so he wanted to make things worse for the guy in the car and started making up stories. He claimed that the guy was not driving properly and that he endangered the traffic on several counts. The guy just told the cop to write it all down and give him a ticket for it. He was confident in himself and his driving. After all, he had a video to prove it all.
Overall, ridership is way over half of what it was before the pandemic. Manson says SEPTA is negotiating with other large...
What you looking at there?
Is there a reason why you were driving like that, sir?
I was driving perfectly fine.
On my camera, you cut over 3 lanes of traffic, and then you cut off a car.
Oh, yeah, okay. Keep on making up stories. Write that down.
Everything's all.
Write that down.
Yeah.
It's all right here. Write it down.
All right, I'm gonna be right back with you, okay?
Okay, go ahead. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Question for you.
What's that?
I know the law states that I just have to show you registration, insurance, and driver's license. I don't have to give them to you.
No, you need to be able to exhibit them upon request on a traffic.
And I did.
Okay.
And he says I had to give them to him.
Okay.
Which is, this is all on film. It's all going to the lawyers. It's all going to court.
The man from the car started to talk to the cop who came as backup for his colleague. It turned out that this police officer is much more reasonable than his colleague. It was commendable that the cop was patient to hear everything the man had to say and agreed with him. It's sad that when someone knows how to do their job, things like this are surprising because they should be common and basic. That's the problem with bad cops. They make the good cops look bad and rare. The man told the new police officer that he was not a traffic hazard at all. Even the cop who stopped him and tried to get into his car almost hit the man with the police car.
That's fine. So the law states all I have to do is show them to you.
Correct. Exhibit them upon request on a traffic stop.
I did that.
Okay.
And he's forcing me to give them to him.
Okay.
So if you're his supervisor, you may want to tell him what the law states.
Okay. Well, I'm not his supervisor.
That's fine.
I'm just here to back up my point.
And he almost hit me.
Okay.
With his car.
Okay.
And that's on film too.
Okay.
If you want to pull somebody over, you don't fly to him, get this close to the rear bumper, and then when I hit my brakes, he's swerving to not hit me and shit. What's going on?
I'm not sure, sir.
A simple traffic violation of me going from one lane to the next with my turn signals?
Okay. Like I said, I wasn't the one that initiated
That's
the
fine.
traffic stop.
So I had my window cracked like this, because that's all I need to do if us talking. He's banging on my window, trying to force open my door. I'm too smart. I lock my doors when I see terror around me.
Okay.
Okay? And they're just things.
Okay.
I don't like experts. But we'll play the game. But you have no right to enter my car. You have no right to bang on my windows. You have no right to force me to show you stuff or give you stuff that I've already shown you.
Okay.
So there's the problem.
Right.
I don't know what this guy is and what he's doing, but he's making a very bad light shining upon the state troopers.
Okay.
This will be on YouTube, like all the other stuff on my channel. And
What's
this
your channel?
Southeastern PA Community Watch.
The man explained to the young cop that his driver's license, insurance, and registration could be used against him in court if something went wrong with them. Why would a man give a policeman something that could bring him harm in court? Every citizen has the right to defend himself and to protect himself, and that's exactly what constitutional law is for, isn't it?
And I care about accountability and transparency.
I understand.
Now, the 3 pieces of paper I gave him, they can be used against me in a court of law. Correct? My registration, insurance, and driver's license. They can be used against me in a court of law if something's wrong or if something's not right, correct?
In the court, yeah.
So I have...
If any of those documents weren't correct, or?
So I have my right to not self-incriminate.
Okay.
So I technically, by law or rights, don't have to show him something that may incriminate me. Not that it will.
It brings us back to our original point of if you're pulled over for a traffic violation, you have to exhibit those documents upon request.
I can show
because
them.
at that point, we do have a right to identify.
You're correct. I will show them happily.
Right. Okay.
Forcing me to give them to you is a whole big problem.
I mean, to each his own.
Well,
And
no.
like I said, this isn't my stop. I just came here to
And
back
I
on my partner.
appreciate that, officer. What's your name, Pickens?
Pickens, Trooper Pickens.
And I appreciate that. And I'm not a dick, but I will stand up for my rights. So when he's forcing his way into my car, banging on my window, trying to get in, as I'm showing him all three pieces against the window here, all he has to do is get his pen out, address, doobie-doo. It may be a little bit pain in the ass for you guys to do that.
Right.
But boo-hoo. That's the way it is. So this guy's...
The young cop surprised the man with his reasonableness. He even told the man that he understands why most people have a bad feeling about police officers. The young police officer will have a wonderful career. He understood that police officers serve the people, and that if a police officer shows respect, the citizens will show him respect, not the other way around.
So this guy's used to people complying to his illegal orders. I will not.
Okay.
You wonder why people have a bad taste with cops? I don't. You may think I do because I will voice my opinion and voice my rights.
You have every right to do that.
Okay? Some cops take that the wrong way.
The Constitution was written for a reason, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Now, that's a whole nother story, but yes, you are correct. Since you and I did not sign the Constitution, it's not a binding contract to either of us.
The cop told the man that every policeman has the right to choose how to act. Although the man began to speak ill of his colleague, the young policeman wisely listened to the man and told him that he couldn't talk about his colleague, but also assured the man that their encounter would have been much different if this policeman had pulled him over. So the conclusion of the story? Some cops think they have the right to behave however they want, and they demand respect from the citizens without providing them with any protection. The next time you encounter a cop like this, remember that you should not generalize and put all cops in the same rank. And don't forget to lock the door, just in case.
Called back up because I called him a coward. So when he's fearing for his life about something that's so irrational, then you should not be in this position or profession. Okay? Seriously. I understand you guys got it rough and you got to be careful. I understand that. I understand there's crazy people out there. I understand that. But the whole taste was just really sour. So I can't wait to see what he writes me up for. Contempt of cop. Is that what we do nowadays? You guys men?
I'm sorry?
Are you guys men or are you little fluff cakes?
Like I said, I cannot speak for him. I'm not gonna, you know.
Well, he called back up pretty quick, didn't he?
This was my stop, it'd be different, but it's not.
That's cool. But he called back up pretty quick, didn't he? Hey, I need help. This guy's not bending over so I can stick my... Okay. So this guy's just a little baby. I'm sure he's your partner and your buddy. I don't mean to down him, but I call a spade a spade.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
You seem to be pretty cool. I mean, so if I did this to you, would that make you cry? That made him cry. You have to put your window down. I said, no, I don't. There's no law that states I have to put my window down. It's polite.
Investigation to
It's
a point.
polite. I can hear you maybe a little bit.
A man was standing a few steps from the city hall and holding up a sign that read, "God bless all the homeless." He wanted to convey his message and stood there so that all the people entering or exiting from City Hall could see his inscription. However, a cop came to charge him with trespassing. The point was that the man was in a public part of the street and didn't disturb anyone by holding the sign. The cop didn't even have proof that the man was harassing anyone. However, this cop was persistent and told the man that he had been called by citizens who told him that this man was harassing them and asked the man if he could continue to deliver his message elsewhere. Why would you do that? Even if it bothers someone that he's standing there, it doesn't mean that his rights end there. The police officer not only threatened his right to freedom of speech, but also his right to be wherever he wanted or not be in a public space.
How can I help you? I'm sorry?
They don't want you.
Okay, before we go any further, let me put you on notice. All right? I'm standing on a traditional public forum, engaged in freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly, like I said, on a traditional public forum. I'm not trespassing. I'm peacefully assembling. So you've got one of two choices. You can honor your oath to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States, or you can violate my rights. Which one's it going to be?
Yeah. You're disturbing people coming in and out of the boat.
I am not disturbing anybody. Have you seen me disturb anybody?
I have not seen you disturbing anybody.
Okay.
I got a call statement.
The call is hearsay. Okay. All right. They're not telling the truth. I'm standing here peacefully, saying God bless homeless veterans. People coming and going to this facility. I'm literally standing at the steps of City Hall.
I'm speaking to you, man.
Okay.
We're having a conversation.
All right.
Okay. So again, how do you know you're not disturbing anybody?
Because I'm just standing here saying God bless homeless veterans.
So, but you can speak to other people and saying you're not disturbing them.
That's freedom of speech.
But again, you're loitering and you're disturbing people coming in and out of City Hall.
I'm not loitering. I'm peacefully assembling on a traditional public forum.
Now, so we have the conversation. Can you peacefully say on the sidewalk?
I can peacefully stand right here at the steps of City Hall, and that's where I like to. That's where God put in my heart to do this. That's where I intend to do it. Unless I'm being trespassed, I don't want to be arrested for trespassing.
Now again, explain to me if we're getting a call of you disturbing people coming in and out of City Hall, right? God sent you to come here and hold that sign up, correct? God bless homeless vets,
correct?
Right. Now, why are we going to continue standing there if we get calls of you disturbing people? Why not just do it where you're not going to disturb others?
The cop now asked the man to get out of there, as if his falsely nice words would cause the man to give up his rights. However, the policeman claimed that the fact that a man defends his rights actually means that there's no drama about anything.
Because I want to spread my message to as many people as I can. And there's a lot of traffic coming in and out of this area.
Okay. Well, I'm asking you kindly not to do it in this area.
Okay. Well, I would like to do it in this area because it reaches more people. It's literally the steps of City Hall. Literally, the steps of City Hall.
I get it.
All right.
So I'm just trying to not have this issue prolong itself.
All right. Okay, have you conducted any kind of sort of investigation to see if I'm disturbing anybody? Have you witnessed me disturb anybody?
Why are we making this a big deal?
Because my civil rights is a big deal. Our civil rights as Americans are big deals.
But, you're taking that to a whole other level it doesn't have to get to.
After all, shouldn't the cop have done some investigation first and asked the people who allegedly complained that they felt threatened and only then come and talk to the man? Even if someone doesn't like the fact that a man is standing there and holding a sign, it doesn't mean that his rights end. The policeman was either too stubborn or too dumb to realize that the man didn't have to move from there, no matter how nicely he asked. The officer claimed that people felt unsafe walking past the man and getting to their cars. Well, it's not about feelings, it's about rights and the law.
I'm standing on a public sidewalk saying God bless the homeless veterans.
There's people walking through here that maybe feel unsafe to even walk to their cars. That's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm not doing anything to make anybody feel unsafe. I'm not doing anything. I'm politely and peacefully saying God bless homeless veterans.
Yeah. Okay. And unfortunately, this is the world we live in. You may not be approachable by some people, and that's where they may feel unsafe to walk to their
Well,
cars.
it's not about feelings. It's about the law, and it's about the Constitution. It's about our civil rights. And I am out here exercising a civil right, and I intend to continue.
I'm going to have a conversation here.
So can I continue doing it?
Can you just not do where people are walking through?
That's the whole point of spreading the message, to access as many people as you can.
But what if some people don't want to be spoken to?
I can't help that. If they don't want to be spoken to, then they can stay home, I guess.
This is their place of work.
Well, especially government employees. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, man.
Okay, well, either I can stay here or I can't.
I'm asking you nicely.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather stay over here.
Hey, just go. People, like...
All right.
God.
I'm just going to stand out. Here's what I'm doing. Watch what I do.
The man continued to mind his own business and walked back to the stairs. And that cop, he realized that the man had outwitted him, so he quickly got into his car and left. The man continued to spread his message about homeless veterans and told the camera that he would teach all cops how to do their jobs and what civil activities protected by law actually means.
Good afternoon, y'all. Have a blessed day. God bless the homeless veterans. Alright, so that's the officer driving away. Right there. God comes back and saying anything to me. Just gets in his vehicle and drives off. So, there you have it, folks. Here in the city of Fort Lauderdale. They tried their best to run me off, but I am standing on a public sidewalk, engaged in a Constitution-protected activity safeguarded by the First Amendment. They kept trying to say I was loitering, I was trespassing. This is not loitering. This is not trespassing. This is peaceful assembly on a traditional public forum, this sidewalk, literally at the steps of City Hall, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. God bless the homeless veterans. We'll teach them one by one, folks. Stay with me. We're going to teach them all. I'm going to go to every city hall in the United States and do this, so they're all educated. God bless the homeless veterans.